Alright, first grass landing in this thing. Do I have to do it? No. But I got a tail dragger, so I could do this.
Landing on a beautiful grass strip is one of the most amazing experiences you can have as a pilot, and I selected the RV14 airframe because it's good at a lot of things, but the wheel pants are so low profile that I just kind of got in my head about avoiding doing it and hadn't done it, and this is like the 5th year of having the airplane fly. Such low clearance combined with a relatively fast landing speed mean the risk is high for a wheel pant to dig in, which literally happened to a friend of mine in his RV14 the following day, leading to this situation. And in a worst case scenario, the shrapnel from a damaged wheel pant could jam your brake or wheel, causing a loss of control or worse, a rollover, not unlike what happened to my friend Ryan after his forced landing in a soft field. August 15th was a good flying day. 2 training flights for this year's Sportsman known sequence, and my first landing on an unpaved runway in this airplane. I mean, I knew it should be possible, of course. That's why I got the airplane. I wanted a tail dragger that I could land places that weren't just paved. I'm not gonna go rough, soft fields or anything. But an amazing aspect of this airplane is how good it is at cross-country flying. It's an awesome IFR platform with excellent performance. I'm often seeing over 180 knots true airspeed, and frequently I'm seeing ground speeds well over 200. But getting back to what we're doing today, probably my favorite thing this airplane could do is aerobatics. So today I've got my friend Ryan coaching me from the ground, and this is definitely the best way to practice.
A little bit lower than usual, but let's see how this goes.
I usually aim to dive into the box from 3,000 feet AGL. Center box is at the end of the grass strip.
Sink rate.
And Ryan is about where the judges would be by those hangars.
Sink rate. Pull up.
Steve, it's traffic. Knock it off for a second.
Knock it off.
Traffic at your 2 o'clock.
Got it. I was going right at him. Wow.
Yeah, take any calls or anything.
And that's why we coach.
Exactly right.
Because I was looking at my wingtip, right? I wasn't looking, as soon as I looked straight ahead, he was right there.
Yeah, this is the best way to learn acro, like, because you should be focused on flying, and then we can do the traffic management for you.
That was something. I don't even think I saw him on my scope here. He's still not there. I got my scope at 2 and 6 miles.
Maybe no transponder?
Yep.
If you're interested in seeing a coached run-through of the IAC 2025 known sequence, stick around to the end. But this episode exists because I was sharing some posts while flying on that day, and a lot of people didn't fully understand why I was so concerned about grass landing in this airplane.
So that's what I'm talking about. They have clearance, but not much. Like, I can get my hand under there, but it's low. That's why this airplane is so fast.
So this grass strip is at the farm where Ryan and his partners have their Sukhoi 26 based. This is the airplane that Ryan had his engine failure in, and they've been slowly but surely working on repairs, getting that airplane back into airworthy condition. It's nearly ready to fly. Today they were doing ground runs, and it's pretty impressive to watch how much fuel that thing burns at high power settings. The logistics for today were that I had the RV14 based at an airport near Toronto, which isn't very far from the farm. So I flew directly there for the first coach flight, and then went for a planned lunch break in Guelph, which is kind of between where I had the airplane based and the farm. Ryan had invited me to stop at the farm after the first coach flight, but I had my heart set on the clubhouse sandwich in Guelph, and I also wanted to think hard about if I wanted to land there. I had done an inspection pass before leaving after the first coach flight, and then when I landed in Guelph, I sent Ryan this photo showing him just how close the wheel pants are even when they're on concrete. But he and the guys confirmed that I had enough clearance to make it work there. And to be clear, yes, I can take these wheel pants off, but it takes 30 plus minutes to do it. It looks really goofy, and my testing has confirmed that I lose about 18 knots with them not installed, as the gear leg fairings have to come off too because they're anchored to the wheel pants. That said, I do remove them for winter ops to be safe and avoid this type of situation. But anyways, I'm pretty confident with the airplane. I'm familiar with it, and I was able to set myself up for a good, effective soft field technique. So the grass is short and it's very dry here, so I knew the ground was going to be hard. I still did a soft field technique just in case. Plus I had guys on the ground to give me good intel, made it low risk. So I went for it and it was smooth. Okay, so there's all my thought process. Let's get on board for real-time pattern and landing, and you tell me how I handled it.
And Fergus traffic, Charlie Go Alpha Yellow every 3 miles to the southeast. I'll actually come overhead the field for the turnaround and then join the mid, left downwind, 2-3, full stop, Fergus. Do you guys see any traffic out there? I got somebody on the scope 1,000 feet below, 2 miles in front of me, but I don't see him. Looks like he's heading west.
I hear him, but I don't see him.
Okay, I got him in sight, straight off my nose, see what he's doing.
So that aircraft did continue heading that direction, and I just kept this turned tight to stay away from him and then set up for the pattern. So I'll play this now, split screen, uncut.
Fergus traffic, Chaco Alpha over at the field, just about to join the mid, left downwind, 2-3, full stop, Fergus.
And just be advised, Steve, that the crop line's about 2 feet high.
Sorry, say again, you mean the crops on the side?
Affirmative, 2 feet high.
Roger.
So from this point forward, I'm pretty quiet. I'm definitely adopting the aviate, navigate, communicate doctrine. Don't even make any further radio calls, which isn't ideal, but I also was pretty confident there was no traffic and I had guys on the ground, so I was really just going to make sure that this was my best soft field landing ever. With that in mind, this kind of pressure shouldn't be how you feel normal ops. So again, this is leaning toward my decision making to not do this as a regular practice. It's just too much pressure that you have to do a perfect landing for it to go well.
S undercarriage mixture, prop switches, I'm secure. First grass landing. Let's be nice and slow, treat it like a soft field. A little bit high, so I'm going to be a little wide here. Full flaps. Got power cables over that road. Over 75.
That road coming up perpendicular to the runway has a set of power lines, so that's dictating my approach angle, but my plan is to get above them and then get down steeper right to the threshold. I had the power off about this point, but I decided to give it a little blip here, which was probably more than needed, but I wanted to make the 3-point touch as soft as possible. And I just kept the stick back and gently got on the brakes, but I did not want to brake too hard and have the wheels dig in.
Can't complain about that. Flaps up. Did exactly what I wanted to do. Maybe a hitch high on the flare, but I wanted to definitely give it a bit of power to cushion it in, so I can't complain about that.
But even taxiing on a fairly good condition strip is risking damaging the wheel pants. You can see as I hit a little bit of a divot here, the wheel pants are definitely coming in direct contact with the ground. So all that to say, after this debrief and seeing this footage, and my friend's bad experience landing an RV-14 on grass the next day, I have decided that this was my first and last grass landing with this airplane, at least with the wheel pants installed.
What's up, buddy? See ya.
Thanks, man.
Last landing.
First grass landing in this thing.
Yeah, you got this much, Steve.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks, man.
Nice work this morning.
Oh, cool. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Good. Nice landing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. Yeah, I just held it there, gave it a little cushion. It's like 3-pointer. Yeah.
It's too bumpy, eh?
No, it's good shape. I mean, it was bumpy for this gear, but it's as good as it's going to get for grass. After a quick visit to see how things were going with the Sukhoi, I launched for another practice flight, and as promised, here's an uncut run-through of the sequence. Technically, it's supposed to be 3 wing wags when diving in, but the RV-14 gets really heavy on the controls when I'm fast,
Pull up.
so I just do 2. This one-turn spin went well,
Pull up.
Beautiful.
but I didn't hold the down line long enough.
Pull up.
Not enough of the element.
You'd hear Ryan say go just as I was grunting, but I was too slow really. I want to be 160 or faster to have a good implement, and that's why I struggled with this roll.
Off heading.
Take your time. Remember, the 180 is a good positioning figure for figure 5, so make sure you put figure 5 right in front of me. Slow down.
I need to be fairly slow for figure 5, which is the goldfish. It starts with a 45-degree downline, and I'm still struggling to hit that.
Go.
I don't have ratchet straps, so negative G's are interesting.
Think rate.
In terms of G's, I'm usually seeing a maximum of 5.5 positive and minus 1.5 negative, and I get up to speeds of 180 knots indicated at times.
Think rate. Pull up.
And the controls are very heavy at these speeds. Here's what my watch had to say the morning after waking up from 2 half-hour flights like this.
Think rate. Pull up. Pull up. Think rate. Pull up. Think rate. Pull up.
Okay, that was really good overall. Honestly, everything looked a lot cleaner. The 45 for the goldfish was too shallow.
Yeah.
The shark's tooth was good. Little steep after the 204. Loop will look really clean. Hammer looked really good. 9 was better. Still dishing just a tiny bit. I think you're using too much rudder. And then you waited too long to go into the 270. As soon as you come out of the roll, you don't need to draw any longer. Like, once you're out of the roll, you're out of the roll. There's no criteria for how long the line lengths need to be. So as soon as you come out, hit that 270 right away.
Yeah, cool. I think I was just realizing that I was a bit nose down, so I was frustrated about that. But I did have to push a little bit in the upside down part, which is maybe why when I continue the second half of the roll, I've still got some elevator in.
That's exactly why. So yeah, it's obviously a delicate effort to bring the elevator out as you're rolling, and then using a little bit of rudder to keep the nose up. So you're just going to have to find what works for you to get the combo right.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I think I got a lot to work on at debrief. I'm getting pretty hot up here, and it is getting bumpy, so I might call it there unless you think there's something else we should hit.
We'd been working for about 20 minutes up until that point, and I'll let you place your bets if Ryan was going to let me off the hook or not just yet. Please leave comments if you have questions about this kind of stuff, and until the next one, keep your flight chops sharp.
Do you mind if we do 3, 4, and 5 again?
Okay, cool. So from the implement, I'll dive in and do an implement and go.
Yep. Yeah, try and hit the same speed you're at after the spin.
Okay.